Namaste. Welcome to my channel of Vedic Wisdom. I have already explained the meaning of Namaste in my previous video. Today I will explain the meaning of the term Vedas. See, generally there is a misconception that the Vedas are religious scriptures of the ancient. But in my opinion, it is not religious. It is not having, you cannot say that it is a religious text of the ancient Hindus or the ancient people. Now, this word Vedas, in fact, it is derived from the word Vid. Vid means to know. Vedas, it has got everything. You name it, and it has got every topic. You can say that Vedas are the encyclopedia of the ancients, or the Vedas are like Google of modern day. It has got every subject. The religious, it has got literature on religion also, but it is negligible. You cannot, some part, in fact the learned people say that only 1 or 2% of the Vedas are having, religious scriptures. But it has got everything. It has got physics, it has got chemistry, it has got biology, it talks about health, it talks about diseases, it talks about everything. It talks about psychology, it talks about hypnotism. It has got everything, like Google. If you can search bad things, wrong things in Google. Okay. In the same way, in the Vedas, they have given, mantras by which you can kill somebody. If you frankly talk with the people who really know, they shy away from these things. In fact, Vedas have also got, because it has got hypnotism, they say Vashikaran, it has got also techniques how to hook other people's wife, how to elope with other people's wife. I mean, from these small things, anything, I have just given you an example. It has got techniques and to, destroy other people's crop, to kill other people's animal, to kill somebody else. These are what? The negative side. But everything has got a negative side to it. There is always a polarity. Okay. Everything, it is not that anything is just good. No, it cannot happen. Everything has got a polarity. One of the best thing, one should start from this place. From this point, yogas define ignorance as one of the things that Vedas say, that ignorance doesn't mean you don't know. They define ignorance as half of the thing. You don't have the full knowledge of a topic, you have the half knowledge. That is the definition of ignorance given by the Vedas. What do you mean by half knowledge? People, they just everything, what they mean to say, that for example, we are only concerned about death. If anybody dies, people are very much worried and very much inquisitive. How did he die? Why did he die? But they never ask. When somebody is born, they never ask why he was born, how he was born. So, you are leaving half part. If you are talking only about diseases, if you are only concerned about diseases, you are leaving the health aspect. And health cannot be defined, or you cannot have health unless you know the disease. There is day, there is night. There is pleasure, there is pain. Everything will have a polarity. So what do the Vedas say? Vedas say ignorance means you have half knowledge of anything. In the same way, people who say Vedas are just the religious texts, they are having half knowledge of the Vedas. Because these are the things given, People don't talk. One very learned person, he was telling all the good things about the Vedas. And I asked him these questions, and then, he started giving excuses. But he knew these are the things also present in the Vedas. So, it teaches, Vedas, they teach the science. You take everything in its totality. You cannot leave anything half. As soon as a child is born, as soon as a person is born, death is defined. Anything that is created will destroy eventually, whatever it might take 5,000 years, 10,000 years, whatever. Construction and destructions. In the same way, if somebody... Now, what is the problem of modern science? Only the pleasure part, only the good parts is seen. But good cannot exist without the bad. There is a polarity. So that is about the Vedas. For example, pain and pleasure. People just want happiness. They don't want sadness. But if you haven't been sad, how will you know that you will be happy? So, having knowledge in its totality, the Vedas, the first thing that the Vedas give is what? Having knowledge in its totality, not half knowledge, not knowledge according to your convenience. They give an example, every pleasure is associated with a pain. Now what is the problem of people? They want the pleasure, they don't want the pain. And if the pain goes away, the pleasure also goes away. So you cannot negate one thing. For example, first you feel thirsty. There is a sensation, there is a need of drinking water. Now when you drink the water, you feel happy. So first what is there? There is an uncomfort, there is a pain, there is some type of thing, So they balance each other. Everything has got a polarity. And wisdom, having knowledge, the Vedas say having knowledge is not wisdom. Having knowledge is just like what? Collection of information. A computer also collects all the information. Wisdom means what? When this knowledge is actually brings about transformation in you. When this knowledge brings about transformation in you, then it becomes wisdom. You can have all the knowledge, but if you are not applying it in your day-to-day life, it is useless. It is just information. Example. People know that smoking can cause cancer. This is what? Every smoker knows this. This is what? Information. This is knowledge. But it will become wisdom when he knows that information and he quits smoking. Then it becomes wisdom. Before that, if it is not bringing transformation, whatever science, whatever technology, if you cannot apply it, it is just knowledge. The day you apply it in your day-to-day life or apply somewhere else, help someone else with it, with the knowledge, then it becomes what? Wisdom. So my channel is what? Vedic Wisdom. It should bring about transformation. I'll be talking, because I am a doctor, I am a physician, I will be talking about, fiction. I'll be talking about facts and fictions of health, diseases. I'll be talking about stories, fables from the Vedas. I'll be talking about fitness. I'll be talking about yoga, about meditation, about food, about diet. What are the facts about these things, And I will talk about scientific. I will correlate everything with modern science and then talk the things about the Vedas. One stories. And one more thing, the Vedas say, what is the most What is the thing that is given free of cost? To everybody gives. Everybody gives these things to everybody. And what is that thing? That is advice. Advice is a thing which is given, in lakhs and millions. You ask it or you don't ask it, people go on giving advice. So they say it is a thing which is given most. And what is the thing that is not taken? And that is also advice. So in this channel, I will not be advising anything. I will be telling things. God has given the grey matter to everybody. You can take the things which you like. You can reject what you don't like. If you want to discuss, please just don't write something. If you want to discuss, you have to bring the facts. Okay, you have to prove it by showing the literature, or just by hearsay things. You don't have to discuss. If you need to ask any questions, please ask. But asking just for the sake of asking is not a question. You should really know, and I'll try to answer with facts. Whatever I answer, I will answer. If I am answering, if I don't know a thing, I will tell, sorry, I don't know. They also say, when they say that ignorance, when they define the ignorance, they say half knowledge is ignorance. And then they give an explanation. As I said, I don't know. This means what? It means that I know that I don't know. So how can I be totally ignorant? Modern meaning of ignorance is what? That you don't know anything. But that is not the Vedic way. The Vedic way is what? You know, but you know half of it. Like when I say I don't know, that means one thing is for sure. I know that I don't know. That means I am having some knowledge. So that is how the Vedic literature goes on. So my concern is to talk about health, diseases, to have a healthy lifestyle. How to live healthy. I'll be talking about the art and science of eating, of living. Thank you. Namaste.